Coming up on KX News at 10, another day, another peaceful protest in western North Dakota. And we check in on our fellow North Dakotans in Fargo and what the city woke up to this morning. Plus, the Bismarck Sam's Club is closed indefinitely. We'll explain.
Putting North Dakota first. KX News at 10 starts now.
Good evening, I'm Renee Cooper. Thanks for watching KX News. In our top story tonight, protests over the recent death of George Floyd, who died at the hands of a Minneapolis police officer, are continuing all over the world. And today, protesters gathered in Minot to show their support for the Black Lives Matter movement. KX News reporter PJ Walker was there. He has the details.
Say something! See something! See something!
Over 300 people showed up to Minot's Oak Park Sunday afternoon to reflect and mourn over the life of George Floyd.
I was complaining about how I wanted to go to the cities and I wasn't going to be able to make it, and my friend was like, why don't you just do one here?
Bree Nicholson, who organized the Black Lives Matter protest, says the turnout for the event was far more than she expected. She says it shows that the people in the Minot community are able to come together as one.
As I've been saying today, we live in this very secluded community where we don't have experience to the rest of the country, and if people aren't paying attention, they're not going to see what's happening going on everywhere else.
Many other people at the protest had signs displaying their thoughts about the current issues in the world. Along with parents and their children at the event, there are also local organizations showing that they stand behind each other and the community in such dark times.
Well, being bikers, we are diverse all across the world. We come from all different areas and we have all different beliefs and different views. But what we can do is care about one another.
The vice president of the Ice Cold Riders Motorcycle Club says it's important for him to use his voice in the community to help encourage others, as well as inform them about issues such as race.
Being silently complicit to things like this is not going to work for us. So when people speak out for people who can't speak, it gives people the strength to stand back up.
Other speakers at the event shared the same ideas, being the voice for the voiceless and encouraging others to take a stand for such an important issue.
I believe in preventing something before it happens. I don't like to react to situations. I like to already prevent them from happening. So it's important for Minot to understand that we need to stand together now if we have not. Because if we stand together now, then when those outside influences come in that try to divide us, they can't.
Nicholson says she knows it will take more than one protest to change things in America, but Sunday's event was a start. A start to what she hopes is a shift in the way we love and care for one another. Reporting for KX News in Minot, I'm PJ Walker.
The protest lasted until about 4 o'clock. There was also a candlelight ceremony in honor of George Floyd. Well, the Minot Police Department released a statement during the protest saying, quote, "We would like to ensure the people of Minot that we are also upset by the events that led to the death of George Floyd. The actions and inactions by those officers bring disgrace to the badge that we proudly wear that represents peace and security." Police Chief John Klug added the department stands with the community in today's event in Oak Park, saying, quote, "We will not interfere with peaceful assembly or freedom of speech. We hope for a safe environment for all to gather and share their message." And Sam's Club in Bismarck is one of many locations to close nationwide this afternoon. It's typically a packed parking lot, but today the grocery store had notices on the door telling customers they will be closed for the remainder of the day. KX News reached out to the Walmart Corporation to ask why they had closed so early. We were sent a statement that says, quote, "As we continue to monitoring the situations unfolding in cities across the country, we will keep our focus on prioritizing the safety of our associates and our customers. We'll make the decisions to close or reopen stores in the area based on the needs of the community." Now, Walmart neither confirmed nor denied that the closure was due to the nationwide protests going on, and they wouldn't tell us how long that closure would last. Parts of downtown Fargo are tonight revealing battle scars from the unrest. Rocks, bottles, and acres of windows broken. But in true Midwest form, a call for cleanup was met early on. By 6:30 a.m., with no organized effort, volunteers, just regular people, showed up to shovel and sweep away the glass, the stones, and the memories of last night. Building owners had a tough job knocking out damaged windows. Fargo's mayor got emotional just looking at it.
It kind of makes me want to cry just because last night was really hard to take.
Couldn't sleep. I was up at 4:45 and thought, I'm going to head down.
Well, people weren't just cleaning up glass. They were finding reminders of last night, not just rocks used for throwing, but tear gas canisters that were still even a little ripe. Well, members of North Dakota's faith community have been watching the protests across the country and here in the state for George Floyd. Bismarck and Minot held protests this weekend to allow people the opportunity to come together and mourn for the loss of lives and injustices. Many peaceful protests have turned into violent ones, like in Minneapolis and other major cities. Now, pastors across the world are trying to spread messages of hope and unity to help get through these difficult times.
Jesus said in Ephesians 2:14 that he is our peace. In fact, in that same passage, he talked about he's the one who breaks down walls of hostility and unites people together. And I believe that right now, we need people more than ever. We need each other. We need empathy for one another.
Pastor Tom says him and his church family will continue to pray for peace for the world. Well, moving to COVID-19 news, North Dakota health officials reported one new death today, raising the state's toll to 61 since the pandemic began. The latest death was a man in his 90s from Cass County who had underlying health conditions. The North Dakota Department of Health confirmed 23 new coronavirus cases, bringing the state's total to 2,577. Cass County, which includes the Fargo area, reported 20 new cases today. Cass County still leads the state in confirmed cases with 1,705. Burley, Stark, and Trail counties each reported one new case. Officials said 36 patients are currently hospitalized, up 2 from Saturday's report. The health department reports 1,959 people are considered recovered. As of today, an increase of 16 from yesterday's report, meaning there are actually 557 active COVID-19 cases in the state as of today. Now, for more information on the coronavirus, including a recap of the governor's news conferences, resources, case numbers, and prevention, visit our website. That's kxnet.com. Now, here's a look at some of the big stories of the week from KX News, in case you missed it.
New information on a shooting that took place around 3 o'clock today in Grand Forks.
We've now learned 4 people were shot and at least 1 person is dead. Authorities say it started as a routine service of civil paperwork at an apartment on South 17th Street.
Employees and employers alike are still struggling with the unemployment system.
It's clear the only given for keeping unemployment benefits when your workplace opens back up is if you have to watch children at home.
There is no OSHA standard for infectious diseases like this. So when they say call OSHA, OSHA really doesn't have any good teeth to bite with.
Stimulus money from the federal government is making its way to more Americans, sometimes in the form of debit cards.
To take it to your financial institution and get the funds unloaded from the account and then just have it put into your financial institution account.
About $68 million went to the state's IT department to improve telework and cybersecurity.
The state still today accepts thousands of faxes every single day. And frankly, that sucks.
Mental illnesses come in many different forms and can affect anyone. For children between ages 3 and 17, more than 1 in 3 have anxiety.
It's hard seeing people that don't have the same mindset as me trying to struggle with how they look, how their body is, or their weight and stuff like that.
Well, here at KX News, we know there are so many questions surrounding your family's health at this time. That's why we're hosting a town hall with health experts to get you those answers. You can submit your questions on our website, that's kxnet.com, and watch Thursday night at 6:30 p.m. when Nicholas Kwolek and Lauren Culver bring the latest information on COVID-19 concerns into your home and a special 30-minute KX News town hall. Well, coming up next on KX News at 10, nonprofits are running dry as the pandemic continues on. How you can help ahead. Plus, your full forecast is still to come. Keep it here.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.